Hey, how you doing? I'm Robin Nolan, author of the best-selling Gypsy Jazz Songbook series and creator of Gypsy Jazz Fast Track and Transfusion. These online courses and books have literally taught thousands of guys all around the planet how to have fun playing Gypsy Jazz. In this series of videos, I'm here to answer your questions about Gypsy Jazz and guitar. And today I've got one from Buzz in California in the States. And he asks, how do you master the use of the diminished chord when you're soloing? So, wow, that's a big question. And I get a lot of questions about how do you actually apply diminished harmony or the diminished chord over, over what in Gypsy Jazz? How do you use it? So it's a big topic, but I'll give you one example now of how to use it. And there's a song called Swing Gitan, which has, it's this song. A7, this is what we look at, D7. Right, so it's just one example of where you've got an A7 for 2 bars and then D7. And when you get to a 7th chord, a dominant 7th chord, that's where you can use diminished chords, diminished chord harmony. And then when you get to the A7, before you even look at licks and things, you want to just understand what the diminished, what shapes and where on the guitar they're working. So just learn this. Over A7, you've got the diminished shape here on the 2nd fret. That works over A7. And once you know that, then, when you're playing along an A7, you can go. You just know that. So A7, the diminished on the 2nd shape works. 2nd fret, sorry, works. And then, of course, you know that you can slide that diminished shape up every 3 frets, as you could do with any lick. So in this case, it's just the 4 notes of that chord. A7, 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 A7. So all those notes work great over A7. That's the harmony. So that's what you know. That's where the harmony actually works. I was just singing before the Swing Gitan. In context of this song, you've got 2 bars of A7 where you can use that. Then you've got 2 bars of D7. So then you want to move it to the D7 shape, which is conveniently, you can just drop a fret. So you get up to the 11th fret there for A7. Then drop a fret to the 10th fret. And then go back down every 3 frets. And that's over D7 works. So A7, 2nd fret, D7, drop a fret. And that gives you kind of, in context of a song, an example of where diminished harmony works. Over the dominant 7th and over the A7 and over the D7, fret down. And then once you understand that harmony, that's the first step before you even start looking at licks or improvising. You just kind of think, okay, in Swing Gitan, 2 bars of A7, 2 bars of D7, 2 bars of A7, 2 bars of D7. This is what we'll do. Later on, you could come up with whatever lick. I've got a ton of them, but this kind of puts you straight on where you can use the diminished chord, an example. So, and then you learn all the keys. So E7, I know that on the 12th fret, the diminished shape works. So you just get to know these things almost like physically, visibly. You can see that that's where you use your diminished shape, and it's like really useful because it opens up a lot of harmonic possibilities. But just start with one key, A7, and understand that this is the diminished chord which works over that. So there you go. That's the answer to that question for you, Buzz. If you've got a question yourself, then please fire away. I'd love to see what you need and put you straight with something in Gypsy Jazz. So I'm here for that. Also, if you haven't checked out Gypsy Jazz Guitar Secrets magazine, and I think this is something you're going to love, and you can view this interactive magazine on the iPad or iPhone or any Android device. It's got a ton of guitar lessons, interviews I do with the best guys in the whole world playing this music, and articles and a ton of other stuff too. And you can get that at gypsyjazzsecrets.com. You just go there, download the free app, and then all the magazines are sitting there. So definitely check that out. Okay, that's it for this video. Take care, and I'll be talking to you soon.